I'm Debbie Plale from Macy's Corporate Purchasing. Welcome to How to Wrap a Gift. In this instructional video, we'll show you all the tips and techniques that you need to wrap a professional looking gift using the supplies that you see here on the table in front of us.
Hi, I'm Cindy Bathalter with Learning and Development, and just to show you how easy it is, I'm going to learn to wrap a gift under Debbie's guidance.
Okay, you ready? Here we go. When the customer brings the item to you, the first thing you want to do is check for the ticket and pull off the price tag. Once you've done that and you determine what size gift box you need, you want to make sure that as you fold the item, it's going to fit neatly in the gift box. So pulling out the gift box, set your item down, face down. If it's clothing, you want to fold it in, and then using the box as a guide, you want to measure and fold up, pull up the bottom of the item so that it'll fit neatly in the gift box. But before you do that, you want to make sure that you put the tissue. We'll let Cindy give it a try.
All right, so I want to make sure that using the box as a guide, I've got my item ready to fit inside.
Right.
So now I'm ready for the tissue?
Okay. Most of the tissue is going to be bigger than the gift box itself. So what you want to do is once you've opened that gift box, open your tissue across it, hold it in the middle, pull gently but firmly, and create a fold or a pleat in the tissue paper before you place it in the box, so it should lay perfectly within the box.
Taking my box, opening the tissue, firmly but gently, make my pleat to fit, and make sure that it fits inside the box.
Great. It's time to put your merchandise inside the box. Smooth it out, make sure that it's laying flat, and then take the tissue and fold it neatly over the item in the box so that it lays flat.
Lay the tissue over, bring the second sheet over, and it looks like I have to make a fold here and tuck inside the box.
Great. Okay, it's time to put the lid on. It's time to tear the paper. Most of the gift boxes that you'll be using will be able to use this method when you pull the paper out. You can use the gift box itself to measure how much paper you need simply by pulling it out and laying it along the holder. You want about 2 inches on either end of the box before you tear. Pull the paper up towards you, lay it face down on your table. Take your gift box, fold it so that the front or the top is face down, but not centered as you traditionally would, but off to one end or the other of the paper. Pull up the short end, if you will, of the paper and fold it just so that it comes over the bottom of the box, and make a crease in here. You want it to lay smooth.
Folding up and making a crease.
Good.
All right.
All right, you want to tape that down so it doesn't go anywhere. Now it's time to bring the other end of the paper over. You want to make sure that this is pushed tight in against what you've just taped so that the paper is smooth on the top. Pull the paper up and over, and then you want to do the same thing. You want to pull it over the outside of the box and create that fold again. And then your excess you want to just fold under and lay it along the box. It should come evenly with the end of the box.
All right. So I'm folding this over, bringing up the excess paper. Now, Debbie, I have a situation where it doesn't meet the end of the box.
What you want to do is when you fold this over, you just want it to come up against where you've already folded. So you're going to just crease it here and then
Terrific. Thank
pull it
you.
up and over. And then you want to tape that down once you have it creased tightly. When you turn over the box, you should notice that you have no seams in the box, in the paper. Everything looks smooth, and you shouldn't be able to tell where it starts and where it ends. Now you want to do the same technique on the sides as well. Push the ends in, and again you want to make sure that you're smoothing the paper and making a tight crease, because that's easier for you to follow and it makes the paper lay more smoothly. You could have a little bit extra. As you see here, I've got about 1 inch, so using your scissors you can take that off and just cut it.
So the secret here is just making sure that you have a nice tight crease so that it lays flat.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as this end isn't going to show, you don't have to worry about cutting that.
All right, cut off the extra.
Now you want to do the same thing, tape it down so it doesn't come back up on you. And then you want to apply the same technique. Pull that bottom end up, pull it up towards you, fold it over, crease it. And once you've got that crease, pull it back out, flip that excess over, and push it up tight against the end of the box. The same idea applies. You shouldn't see the seams on the side of the box. Then you just want to tape it down. You'll do that same technique with the other side. For demonstration purposes, we're turning this out towards you, but it'll be much easier when you do it yourself and you have it towards you. Cut off the excess. How's it going?
Pretty good. The secret's really making that nice tight crease.
One piece of tape to hold it down. And then pull the last end up.
Now Debbie, here's where I didn't leave enough paper and it doesn't have enough for a crease.
It's going to happen sometimes. Obviously, we're hoping that this is what the finished product's going to look like, but I don't think I'd worry too much if that happens from time to time. You just want to keep going so you can keep the customer as happy and moving as much as possible. Once you've applied the tape, flip the box over and you should have a smooth gift wrap. No seams.
Or very little.
Or very little. Or very little. It's time to put the bow on, and what's nice is we've got a really simple bow this time for you. You don't have to worry about tying it. It just has a lot of ribbon to it, so you'll have to work with it because we're hoping that it'll accommodate most of the packages that you're going to wrap. Put the box inside the bow, and you want to check the bottom to make sure that the bow is not twisted.
And the shiny side goes down,
Shiny
correct?
side, yes. The smooth side will be what goes up. Once you have that, just lay the bow approximately where you want it to be on the box. And then you'll notice there are two white labels here. You want to pull these. What will happen is the bow will start adjusting itself to the size of the box. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about tying it. Pull it tautly and you're going to be left with some long tails. So based on the size of the box, you'll want to simply take your scissors, snip those ends. How's it going?
Pretty good. It's hard to get them even sometimes. You have to just adjust.
One side will pull a little bit more than the other.
There we go. Nice
Now
and
that you-
centered.
And if it's on tight, go ahead and cut those tails.
Seems tight.
Fluff up your bow a little bit, and you've given the customer a professional looking gift box. Cindy and I showed you how to wrap some of the most common size gift boxes, but from time to time you'll get something a little bit larger, and while the concept is the same, the process will be a little bit different. You'll still want to use the box itself to help you measure out the paper that you want, but the seamless method will be a little more difficult this time. Put the box in the middle of the paper and pull this out and continue to turn the box over using the box to allow you to measure. Once you've reached this point, you'll again want to allow a couple of inches. Go ahead and make that cut. And it's easier at this point if you use your scissors instead of the cutting bar itself. Pull the item out so that you have the right side of the gift wrap showing. And now you're ready to wrap. You'll be able to do the seamless method through part of this. Again, center the box in the middle of your paper. Pull the paper up and create that tight seam. Use your tape to tape it down. And then as you did in the other demonstration, you'll pull the paper over, create your crease, and fold it up and under. Where the difference comes in here is your side pieces won't be able to be seamless in the same way that we showed you on the shirt box. What you'll do is the same method. Push your paper in and down, again pulling it tight, making sure that you have a smooth seam and tight crease. When you go to tape the paper, you're going to find that your paper is only going to come up to the middle of the box, which is not a problem, because what you'll do is when you put the ribbon on to place it around the box, you'll just put the ribbon right over where the seam is, so it'll hide it completely. You'll do this on the other side. Fold the paper down and in. You can tape those inside pieces if you like. Tape it down. And then again, when you're ready to put your bow on, just put it up and over these seams. Pull your ribbon taut using the white labels. Adjust your bow as you need to. Clip your tails. You've got a great looking package.
Don't worry, it may look complicated, but it's not. You'll be given a step-by-step guide at your workstation to guide you through the process. Happy wrapping and have fun.